Alright guys, it's Wednesday night. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like general exercise in the park. Or not in a, well, it is a park, but it's not like, it's where they hold concerts and things over here. And it looks like it goes on for a while. I am going to get over there, but because of the music that's playing, I am going to dub the rest of this over with music I can use. Just wanted to show you guys down here at the park. Those are all bats. Those are all bats. I don't know if you can hear that screechy noise they're making, their communication. But there are probably hundreds of bats in these trees lining the park. I couldn't believe it. Wow, that is pretty cool. I wish my camera was a little better at night. It's dark now. Yeah, those are all bats. Wow. That's pretty cool. Trying to get a better angle for you guys. Look at all of these bats. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is fuzzy. But this is how close we are. Oh my goodness, there's one flying right overhead. Wow. Wow. These bats are pretty big. You can see the details when they fly overhead. You can details in their wings. This may be one of the coolest things I've seen since I've been here. It is completely bad. Look at that. Wow. Wow. That is badass. There we go. It is Thursday morning. She was watching my videos earlier, saying how I never get her from head to toe. It's always from like the waist up. And I'm like, that's because you're right behind me when I turn around. That's all the camera's gonna see. So there, full head to toe shot. Now that we've seen bats and now that we've seen some community exercises, I'm going to answer some questions from subscribers. First one is, if I could have done anything different in relations to moving here, what would I have done? The only thing I would have done different is started looking for a teaching job a lot sooner, like when I first got here. Knowing what I know now, that would have been the best course of action, I think. But as far as what I would have done in terms of preparation or things before I left, the answer is nothing. I did everything I could. I prepared myself financially. I prepared myself mentally for the culture shock. That will sometimes happen. But really nothing else. Preparation is important. I always tell people you should prepare before you just make a move like this, but sometimes the problem is over preparation. You can learn from the internet and from reading books and talking to people. You can learn about a country or a city or wherever it is you're trying to go, but until you immerse yourself in it, there's no way you can know everything. You're just not going to get a feel for a place by reading about it on the internet or even by watching videos like mine. I mean, I'm telling you my perspective, but yours may be completely different once you arrive. Until you actually do it, there's going to be a lot you don't know. And sometimes you may have the knowledge, but you might not be quite ready for the actual experience. Like, I knew it was going to be hot. I know it's hot. It's hot here all the time. I knew that. But when I first got here, I wasn't quite prepared for the level of heat, even though I knew about it. You see what I mean? It's the difference between having a book knowledge of something and a practical experience about the same thing. So you will have to make some adjustments, just like I had to. But yeah, I would not have done anything different. Except, as I said, when I got here, I would have started looking for a job right away. But other than that, that's about all I would have done. The next question is about SIM cards and cell phones. Your SIM card and your phone plan will not work here in Cambodia if you're coming from the West. Your Sprint's not going to work. Your AT&T is not going to work. Your SIM card, you might as well just get rid of it. It's not going to work. Once you get here, there is free Wi-Fi at the airport if you need to use your phone when you immediately get here. But there's also, right when you walk out the doors to the right, there's a little phone stand. They'll sell you a tourist SIM card. I think they're $5 or $10, and they're good for like 2 days or a week or something like that. They're meant basically just to get you by until you can get a proper phone plan over here. There are two main, well, let me put it this way. There are several companies that you can get a cell phone plan through, but there are two main ones that the majority of people use that you will see advertised everywhere. One is Cell Card and the other is Smart. I use Cell Card, and if you need more information about using it, I can walk you through all the steps. I pay $2 a week. That's for internet, texting, data, internet, play games, standard things you would do on your phone. All your apps are good. You can download all your apps, use all your apps. It's $2 a week for me. I like it because I can buy a card at any little store. You walk into any store, or most any store, I would say, not all of them of course, but most stores, no matter what they're selling, and ask them for a $2 Cell Card. They know what you mean. They'll give you a little scratch off tab. Go home, scratch it off, enter the numbers on the Cell Card app, which you should definitely download if you choose that service. It's convenient. It's always worked for me fine. I have no issues with it. And then you are topped off. I'm not sure of the exact amount of data I get every week, but like I said, I've never ever run out of data since I've been here. Also keep in mind, data does not carry over. So you use it or you lose it. The other one, Smart, is what Seng has. She has it mainly because the people she calls are her family. And if she switched to Cell Card, she would have to change phone numbers. And she would also be calling them out of network. That's a big thing here. Oftentimes you'll see people with 2, sometimes 3 cell phones. The reason for that is simply practical, because in-network calls to people who use the same service are way cheaper and do not use up your data the way you would if you were calling somebody out of network. Since all her family has Smart, and they have her phone number with Smart, she continues to use Smart. I'm not a big fan. They make it more complicated just to top off than I think what they should. Their website is kind of a mess to find the exact answers you're looking for. And sometimes it takes a long time once you top off to actually get it to register so your data starts working. And we've had times where she's topped off for $1 a week. She only uses $1 a week. And it could be up to the next day before she can actually make a phone call, because it keeps telling her she needs to add money, even though she already got the confirmation message saying she had put money on there. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of Smart. I would suggest, if somebody were to ask me, use Cell Card. Get yourself a SIM card, a tourist card at the airport for like $5. Should be good for a couple days anyway, and that should give you time to go to any Cell Card place, like right here. Go to the big one right here, right across the street from Thai Hoot Market. That's the main branch here in town. You can get their Big Love plan. $1 equals $250 worth of data, phone, and all that good stuff. It's a good deal. Every week you put $2 on your card. They will take $1 on your due date automatically, so you don't have to keep coming back down here. It's convenient. And like I said, you can buy their top-off cards at almost any store, so when it comes time for you to have to top off again, you can go to wherever it is you're staying and do it at any of their stores. Alright, I'm almost at my destination. I'm going to the bank, so I will continue this later. Okay, somebody also asked, while I'm sitting down relaxing on a bench by the river, you can enjoy this beautiful scenery while I answer the next question, which is, what is the closest place to do a border run from Siem Reap? I'm not exactly sure which is the closest, but I believe I'm correct when saying that would be Poi Pet. It's only like 140 kilometers from Siem Reap. Take about 2.5, 3 hours. Most people take a bus, 25, 30 bucks. Cross the border into Thailand, I believe. Come back, get your new visa. I wouldn't recommend it though. The issue is that Poi Pet is a notorious gambling town. It borders Thailand, and it is illegal to gamble in Thailand. So, well-heeled Thailand citizens will cross the border into Poi Pet in order to gamble. There is nothing wrong with gambling. However, with that, you get the accompanying things you would expect in that kind of situation. A lot of scammers, a lot of people desperate for money, a lot of crime, that sort of thing. It is the closest, and it is definitely not expensive, but I would always recommend somewhere else. Fly to Bangkok, fly to Vietnam, Laos, Malaysia, anywhere. It's more expensive. Like I said, a bus to Poi Pet would probably be $25 to $30. Flying round trip, like to, let's say, Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam will be like $160. But take a weekend. Fly to Vietnam for on a Friday, come back on a Sunday, renew your visa. You can then say you've been to Vietnam. And for me, I think it's a better option than Poi Pet. Yeah, it's a really nice day down here. The other question was, what do I do to avoid roaming charges? Well, since I'm using a SIM card in country, you're using data wherever you are, if you're not within a Wi-Fi range. A ton of places around here have Wi-Fi. If you're in a cafe, if you're in a restaurant, if you're in a bar, most of them have Wi-Fi. You can just ask an employee for the Wi-Fi password. You shouldn't have a problem. But if you're just out and about and not frequenting one of those establishments, you will have to use your data. You will have roaming charges. But that's what you have a data plan for. It all comes out of that. So you're not getting charged extra on top of your data plan, if that helps. And why don't I buy, why haven't you seen me buy fish? We do buy fish. Matter of fact, we just looked at some, but Sung said, nope, not a good deal. I don't like fish as much as she does. I do not dislike fish. I just prefer pork or chicken most of the time. But she buys fish. But if you were to ask me, I would say simply because I don't like fish as much as her. And they cook the fish whole here, which is no problem. I don't mind that. But some of them do have a lot of little bones in there, so you're constantly trying to pick the meat off the bones. To me, it's just a lot of work. It's really good, but it's just like a lot of work to eat a meal, you know? I'd rather not have to work when I'm hungry. And I think that answers all the questions I've had so far. If you have any, drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Going to enjoy my time down here by the river. Nice breeze coming through. Ooh, it's feeling good. Talk to you guys later.